Hey, welcome back to Smart String Teacher and the second video in this series on how to easily troubleshoot and fix string technique problems. And I'm going to share with you my favorite solutions to the string problems that you're probably encountering in class and your private lessons all the time. So today's tip is on how to fix the thumb on the bow hold. In other words, when the thumb is bent the wrong way. And I'm just going to use a pencil so that you can see more clearly. Okay, so the thumb is bent the wrong way. Now, what do we often say to students who have their thumb bent the wrong way? We tell them to bend their thumb, right? Well, let's take a look at what's wrong with that instruction. When you say bend your thumb, this way is bending your thumb and this way is bending your thumb. So first of all, the instruction is not very clear. The second problem with that instruction is that you're not telling students how much to bend their thumb, because this is bent and this is bent, and some of them will bend it this way, which is too much. Other things that teachers have done is that they say bend your thumb until your thumb touches the hair. And that's a problem because that is, again, thumb bent too much. And that's like a Band-Aid solution to try to keep their thumbs bent. Now, here's where I was talking about in the first video that we are trying to fix things by the way they look. But really, one of the things we should be looking at is contact points. So here's how contact points work for the thumb. When a student is holding the bow with their thumb bent the wrong way, that means that their contact point of the thumb is also wrong. So they're contacting the bow here. Now let's all do this. Everybody make a nice round circle with the tip of your index finger and your thumb. And that will naturally place the index finger on the right side of the thumbnail. Okay, so I call that the corner of your thumb because it's kind of like the corner of your thumbnail. Okay, guess what? That is the only part of the thumb that should touch the bow. If we put our thumb that way on the bow, it will automatically be bent. And not only that, it will be bent naturally. So not overbent. And if their thumb is a little straight, you can just tell them to gently bend it a little. That's okay. All right. So important, that contact point, you see? See how it works? And try it yourself. Now, let's try it wrong. That's another important strategy for becoming better at troubleshooting technique, is to try things wrong. So you know how the students feel when they do it. So again, when the thumb's bent the wrong way, you're somewhere on your thumbprint. There's no way that you're on the tip of your thumb, because if you're on the tip of your thumb position would be correct. Okay? And again, if they're a little bit straight, you can just tell them to bend their thumb gently. Okay? And that's all they need. So if you haven't discovered that tip yet, give it a try this week and let me know how it goes. Teachers are always coming back to me saying that that is their favorite tip because they have been struggling with that thumb for so long with so many students, and in an instant it is fixed. Of course, it still takes them time to get used to it, but at least they can now do it. So give that a try, let me know how it goes, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe so you get the next tip. All right, thanks a lot.